Welcome to the Inner Compass with Kishore. We have traveled through the chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, exploring identity, purpose, mindset, character, and motive in leadership. Chapter 18 brings everything together. It is about action, not forced, not reactive, but chosen with clarity and freedom. Krishna's final teaching reminds us true leadership is not about escaping responsibility. It's but about acting wisely without being trapped by ego, fear, or attachment. Let us explore chapter 18, the leader who acts with freedom and responsibility. Every leader eventually reaches a point where decisions feel heavy. Competing priorities, uncertain outcomes, conflicting expectations. The question arises, am I choosing freely or reacting out of pressure? Chapter 18 begins with this tension. Krishna clarifies the difference between renouncing responsibility and renouncing attachment. Leaders are not asked to withdraw from action. They are invited to act with clarity without inner compulsion. When you make important decisions, do they come from clarity or pressure? Ask yourself. Krishna makes a powerful distinction. You may act fully and yet not be internally trapped by the result. In corporate life, this means taking responsibility without anxiety, giving efforts without ego, making decisions without fear of losing approval. Attachment clouds judgment. Clarity sharpens it. Leaders who act without psychological clinging think more objectively, communicate more calmly, and recover faster from setbacks. Which outcomes are you most emotionally attached to right now? Reflect on this. Chapter 18 again reflects the three qualities of action. Sattvic action, actions done with clarity, responsibility, and long-term good. Rajasic actions, actions driven by ambition, pressure, and recognition. And then tamasic actions, actions that are careless, reactive, or avoidant. All three appear in leadership life. The question is not which exists, but which dominates under pressure? Which type of action most often shapes your leadership choices? Think about it. I alone did this. Krishna addresses a subtle leadership trap, the illusion that I alone am the doer. In reality, outcomes are shaped by team effort, circumstances, timing, unseen support systems. Wise leaders recognize their contribution without inflating ego. They remain confident yet humble. This humility increases collaboration and reduces blame. Where might ego be taking more credit than is accurate is a point to reflect on. Chapter 18 emphasizes Swadharma, acting in alignment with one's nature and responsibility. For a leader, this means understanding their role clearly, not imitating others blindly, leading in ways aligned with their authentic strengths. Comparison weakens leadership, alignment strengthens it. Where are you trying to lead like someone else instead of being authentically yourself? Reflect on this. Leaders often try to control every variable. But chapter 18 teaches that control over effort is ours. Control over outcome is not. This insight reduces anxiety while increasing focus. When leaders release excessive control, teams gain lead ownership. Creativity increases. Trust deepens. Freedom from over control creates stronger systems. Where might you be over controlling due to fear of uncertainty? Point to reflect. Krishna describes the mature leader as steady in praise and criticism, calm in success and failure, grounded in values, free from ego-driven agitation. Such leaders do not withdraw from action. They act more effectively because they are not emotionally entangled. Their steadiness becomes the emotional anchor for their teams. How would your leadership change if success and failure affected you less personally? Krishna concludes by returning responsibility to Arjuna. Reflect deeply and then choose. This is profound. The Gita does not command obedience. It encourages thoughtful, conscious choice. For modern leadership, this means think deeply, examine motives, align with values, then act decisively. Freedom and responsibility must coexist. Point to reflect is, do you give yourself space to reflect before major decisions? When we began this journey with confusion and self-doubt, just as Arjuna did, across the chapters, we explored self-awareness and identity, emotional steadiness, mindset and motivation, character and culture, values and purpose, conscious action. The Bhagavad Gita does not give ready-made corporate strategies. It gives something more enduring, inner clarity. Because organizations are shaped not just by plans, but the consciousness of the people who lead them. Leadership ultimately is an inner journey expressed through our action. When leaders know themselves, understand mindset, stay rooted in values, choose character consciously, examine motive, and act with clarity and freedom, they create workplaces that are not only productive but human. The Gita does not end with the Gita ends not with withdrawal from life, but with wiser participation in it. As we conclude this journey through the Bhagavad Gita for corporate wisdom, let us remember leadership is not only about influence, it is about awareness, not only about achievement, but about alignment, not only about results, but about responsibility. May you lead with clarity, act with courage, and stay rooted in values, whatever role you play. This is Inner Compass with Kishore. Thank you for being part of this reflective journey. Until we meet again, lead with awareness, freedom, and purpose. Thank you.